Morning children, hope you all are fine and you have done assignment given to you. We learned latitudes. We learned latitudes in previous class. Latitudes are imaginary lines which are drawn on the globe. An important latitude, 0 degree equator, which equator divides the earth into two hemispheres. We learned 5 important latitudes. These terms are very new to you, that's why I am asking you to read the terms fast so that you will never forget. Let us go to the recap of the previous class. Children, before going into the today's topic, I want to revise the points whatever we learnt in the previous class from lesson latitudes and longitudes. We learnt that the earth is spherical in shape. We have learnt the spherical shape of the earth accurately shown by a small spherical model called the globe. And we have learned that on the globe, continents and countries and oceans are shown. We have seen that many imaginary lines drawn on the globe. Axis is an important imaginary line which drawn from north to south of the globe. Axis is an imaginary line on which the earth rotates, we learned. And we learned that latitudes and longitudes help us to locate a place on the globe. It is very difficult to describe or to locate an area or a region without these imaginary lines, latitudes and longitudes. The northernmost point of the Earth's axis is North Pole. I told you. The southern end of the axis is called South Pole. Listen carefully, children. Now you want to locate the position of different features on the earth. In other words, how to locate the position of different features on the earth. To locate the position of different features of the earth accurately, geographers have devised a system of horizontal and vertical imaginary lines on the surface of the globe. We learned this. In the previous class, we learned that horizontal and vertical lines drawn on the globe help us to locate a particular place on the globe. These horizontal lines are called latitudes or parallels. We learned that vertical lines are also called the lines of longitudes. Other name for longitudes or meridians. Let us learn about longitudes. Other name for longitudes are meridians. Besides the latitudes, we see another set of semicircles which are drawn from north to the south of the globe. That means these imaginary lines drawn from North Pole to the South Pole, they are known as meridians. The word meridian means midday and hence meridian of longitude join places that have midday at that same time. Children, let us learn the origin of the word meridian. The word meridian comes from the Latin word meridies. That means the meridian word has come from the Latin word meridies, which in Latin derived from two words, that is meri, meri meaning middle and dies meaning day. Children, let us know about the importance of the 0 degree prime meridian. The important point about the 0 degree prime meridian is that this prime meridian passes through the British Royal Observatory at Greenwich near London. Again, I want to repeat, this prime meridian is also called Greenwich meridian because it is drawn through the British Royal Observatory Centre at Greenwich near London in United Kingdom. Prime meridian is also known as Greenwich meridian. Sometimes it is called main meridian. It is numbered in 0 degree. And everybody observe the 0 degree prime meridian on the slide. 0 degree prime meridian divides the earth into two hemispheres, that is eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. From 0 degree to the 180 degree east is known as eastern hemisphere, and from 0 degree prime meridian to west of the 180 is known as western hemisphere. There are 360 meridians, I told you earlier. Children, let us learn more about international dateline. International dateline is 180 degree west and the 180 degree east is the same longitude. We should always remember that 180 degree west and 180 degree east is the same longitude. That is why it is called as international dateline. There are 360 meridians of longitudes. The word meridians come from the Latin word meridian, which in Latin is derived from two words, meri meaning middle and dies means day. Children, let us learn about the Earth's grid. Earth's grid helps us to locate a place on the globe. You can see here, look at here, globe is given and the map is given. On the globe, lines are drawn, you learnt imaginary lines. The horizontal and vertical lines drawn on the globe forms a grid we learnt. The latitudes and longitudes form a network of lines called a grid. You may getting doubt, what is the use of the grid? Grid help us to locate a particular place on the globe. All of you observe, here on the map lines you can see, latitudes and longitudes are drawn on the map. With these latitudes and longitudes, we can locate a particular country or a state. So how we locate? So suppose for example, I am going to show you in the slide that the exact location of our country, India. That means what is the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India? I want to explain with the slide that from which longitude to which longitude our country is located in, and which latitude to which latitude our country India is located. That we call longitudinal and latitudinal extent of our country. Latitudinal and longitudinal extent of our country India is located from 8 degree north latitude to 37 degree 0.6 degree north latitude. When we come to longitudinal extent, India is located from 68 degree 7 minutes east to 97 degree 25 minutes east. If you look at the map, you will understand easily. This we call latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India. Children, let us revise the important points what we learned today. Number 1, Horizontal and vertical imaginary lines on the surface of the globe help us to locate a place. Longitudes or semicircles which run from North Pole to South Pole on the globe. 0-degree longitude is known as prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. It divides the earth into two spheres, that is eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. And when we come to international dateline, 180-degree west, 180-degree east is the same longitude and is called the international dateline. There are 360 meridians of longitudes. 180 plus 180, 360 longitudes.
Parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude form an invisible grid over the Earth. Latitude. Lines of latitude, also known as parallels, circle the globe from east to west. The equator lies at 0 degrees, halfway in between the North and South poles. There are several other unique lines of latitude. The Tropic of Cancer lies at 23.5 degrees north, and the Tropic of Capricorn lies at 23.5 degrees south. The part of the Earth that lies between these lines is called the tropics. It's known for its hot temperatures, heavy rainfall, and dense jungle. The Arctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees north, and the Antarctic Circle lies at 66.5 degrees south. The area of the Earth between these parallels and the tropics is characterized by 4 distinct seasons. Longitude. The lines that run north and south are called meridians of longitude. These lines are measured the same way as parallels of latitude using degrees, minutes, and seconds. However, unlike latitude, lines of longitude are not equidistant from each other. Meridians intersect at the north and south pole. 0 degrees longitude is called the prime meridian. It passes through the Royal Greenwich Observatory in Greenwich, England,